God says, this is very serious. Jesus is trying to reach you. Only you have been chosen to see this. Don't tell anyone. This will happen in the next 30 minutes, so stay with me and listen fully. There are moments when the heavens lean in close, when eternity touches the edge of your heart, and you know something is not just important but divine. This is one of those moments. What you are hearing right now is not by accident. It is not something ordinary. It is not just another passing thought. God is saying something deeply serious, urgently reaching toward your heart through Jesus, calling you by name, inviting you into something only you have been chosen to witness. You may not understand fully yet, but you will. Stay with me till the end. It matters more than you know. You were not randomly shown this. You were selected, set apart, and right now, heaven is moving toward you with purpose. Listen closely, because in the next few minutes, something spiritual is going to shift. This is about your destiny. This is about your soul. This is about something God marked in the heavens just for you. If you feel something stirring inside, comment Amen to agree with what God is already doing in your life. Right now, there is a message moving through the unseen realm, reaching straight into your soul, because the Spirit of God is calling you. Jesus is trying to reach you, not through fear, not through guilt, but with truth, mercy, and an overwhelming love that refuses to let you drift away. This is not just a message. It is a divine moment, carved out by the Creator of time itself. You have been chosen to see this because God has marked you with favor. You are not watching by mistake. You are being pursued, gently but urgently, by the one who made you and knows you by heart. Jesus is reaching for your spirit, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. This is very serious, because there are things unfolding in the unseen that your eyes cannot yet perceive, but your heart can feel. God sees the heaviness you've been carrying, the weight that you don't talk about, the battles you fought in silence, and He is saying, I have not forgotten you. I have not turned away. I have chosen you. If your heart feels something you can't explain, it is because this moment is sacred. Like the burning bush before Moses, what you are hearing is holy ground. And you are being asked to stay with it, to listen, to lean in. Because in the next 30 minutes, chains can break, direction can come, and the fire of God's presence can be felt like never before. If your heart is already being stirred, please like this video to let others find the same presence of God that is drawing you in right now. The reason this is serious is because God is calling you out from everything that has tried to silence you, everything that has tried to distract you, delay you, and disconnect you from Him. The reason you have been chosen to see this is because your story has a purpose, and the enemy has been after it. But God has stepped in. Jesus is reaching to restore what was broken, to awaken what was buried, and to ignite what the world has tried to extinguish. You are not too far gone. You are not too late. You are not overlooked. You are seen by the eyes of God, and the voice of Jesus is speaking your name right now. So many times you've wondered why things felt heavier than others could see, why your heart seemed to carry more than it should, why your path didn't feel easy, why some nights felt endless. And the reason is because you are not like everyone else. You have been chosen, and when you are chosen, the battles are different. But so are the promises. So is the protection. So are the miracles. God does not choose someone lightly, and He does not reveal Himself without purpose. You may have seen others walk away. You may have been betrayed, forgotten, rejected, but not by God. This is very serious, because heaven is closer than you think, and Jesus is not trying to visit you with just comfort. He is trying to stay and dwell in you with power. The next 30 minutes are not a countdown of fear, but a time of spiritual visitation. Something will shift, something will change. Even if nothing looks different on the outside, something inside of you will not stay the same. There is a stirring happening in your soul because your spirit is beginning to recognize the voice of your Savior. Jesus has been knocking on the door of your heart again and again, even when you did not realize it, through moments of quiet, through unexpected peace in chaos, through the tears at night, through the words of strangers. He's been reaching, not demanding, not forcing, just reaching. Because that is how love moves. Comment 1111 if you believe this moment is your sign. The weight you've been feeling has been more than just life. It has been a spiritual pull, a holy unrest, a divine invitation to come closer, to stop running, to stop numbing the ache, because the ache is not punishment, it is calling. It is heaven reminding you that you were made for more than just survival. You were made for connection. You were made for purpose. And that purpose begins not in some grand act, but in the quiet surrender of saying yes to the one who is calling you. Jesus is reaching you now because the time is short. Not in a way that should scare you, but in a way that reminds you how precious your soul is. Heaven does not wait forever. Love will always pursue, but doors do not stay open endlessly. You have been chosen to hear this because God wants you to walk through the door while it is still open, while grace is still flowing freely, while the Spirit is still stirring. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest path to luxury? Leaked research reveals a simple ritual helping people attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, debt is dissolving and abundance is showing up fast. If you're seeing this now, you are God's chosen one. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. This is serious, not because you are in trouble, but because your destiny matters, your heart matters, your soul matters, and Jesus is not willing to let you slip away unnoticed. You are the one sheep the shepherd left the 99 to find. You are the one he crossed storms to reach. You are the one he wept for, fought for, died for, and rose again for. And now, he is reaching once more. You may have doubted, you may have fallen, you may have questioned everything, but none of that disqualifies you. In fact, it's what draws him even closer. Because grace does not come for the perfect. It comes for the lost, the confused, the hurting, the wounded, and it stays. Jesus stays. So stay with this. Stay with me. Stay with what your heart is feeling. Because before the next 30 minutes pass, something holy will visit your life. You don't need to understand everything right now. You just need to receive. Let this be the moment you say yes to the pull you've been feeling. Let this be the moment where everything begins to shift. Not with loud noise, but with quiet surrender. Your name is known in heaven. Your tears have not been ignored. Your prayers have not gone unnoticed. And your presence here, in this very moment, is not by chance. God says this is very serious. Jesus is trying to reach you. Only you have been chosen to see this. Don't tell anyone. This will happen in the next 30 minutes, so stay with me and listen fully. You were chosen for this moment. You were selected by God to hear this, and there is nothing accidental about it. Jesus is trying to reach you, and the reason it feels so serious, so intense, so personal, is because it is. You have been walking with questions that keep circling in your mind, the kind that come at night when everything is quiet, when no one else can hear the noise inside. You've looked around and wondered why life feels so heavy, why your heart feels tired, why nothing seems to fully satisfy the ache in your soul. And it is because you are not meant to live disconnected from the one who created your heart. That space inside of you is not emptiness. It is a sacred place where Jesus is knocking. He is not trying to judge you or expose you. He is trying to enter into your life fully, and he is calling you gently but clearly to make room for him now. If this is speaking to your spirit, comment 222 to declare your trust in what God is doing. God sees what others don't. He sees the way you've kept going even when everything inside you wanted to give up. He knows the way you've cried behind closed doors, the way you've had to smile through pain, the way you've been strong when no one was there to hold you. This moment is not just a message passing by. This is God stopping everything to speak directly into the places of your heart that have felt forgotten, abandoned, or lost. He's saying this is serious because he knows what you've been carrying, and he is stepping into your story now to take it from your hands and place peace in its place. Jesus is not trying to reach you later. He is not waiting for you to get everything together. He is here now. And the reason this is so urgent is because the world has tried to numb your heart, has tried to drown out your spirit with noise, distractions, and wounds. But your spirit cannot be silenced, because God breathed life into you, and that breath is still alive inside of you. He has not forgotten the plans he spoke over you. He has not cancelled your purpose. In fact, what felt like delay has only been preparation. You are closer now than you have ever been to breakthrough. You are standing at the edge of divine timing, and heaven is saying, "Do not look back." This next season of your life will not be like the ones before. There has been a shift, and the reason you were chosen to see this moment, to hear this message, is because God is drawing you into the next chapter with him. He is not calling you to earn it. He is not asking you to fix everything. He is just asking you to stay. Stay in his presence. Stay in trust. Stay with the voice that keeps whispering, "You are mine," because you are. You are not random. You are not ordinary. You are marked by the presence of God, and his Spirit is wrapping around you even now, whispering comfort, releasing healing, bringing restoration. It may feel like nothing is changing yet, but I promise you, everything is. You may not see it with your natural eyes, but the Spirit of God is already working. He is softening places that were hardened by pain. He is lifting burdens that you didn't even realize you were still carrying. He is breathing life into parts of your heart that were growing numb. And all of this is happening not because you begged for it, but because he loves you too much to leave you where you are. Jesus is trying to reach you because you are his. The kind of love he carries for you is not fragile or fleeting. It is fierce, it is eternal, it is holy. It is the kind of love that walks through fire to get to you. The kind of love that breaks chains, silences fear, and holds you through every storm. This is why it feels different right now. Because this is not emotional, this is spiritual. This is eternal truth awakening in you again. You were made for this kind of love. You were made to walk closely with God. And no matter what has tried to pull you away, his arms are still open, still steady, still ready to hold you. You don't have to carry the guilt anymore. You don't have to wear the shame anymore. Those things are not yours to hold. The blood of Jesus already covered every regret, every failure, every broken place. His grace is enough. Right now, in this moment, you are enough. Not because of what you've done, but because of who he is. He is your shepherd. He is your healer. He is your savior. And he has never stopped watching over you. What's really behind the 7-second brain trick exploding online? A leaked CIA ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by neuroscience labs, this at-home method removes money blocks and unlocks unstoppable wealth flow. But the page could vanish anytime. Click the link in the first comment before it's permanently deleted. God is saying this is very serious, because the time is sacred. The season you are walking into is not like the past. You will not see the same cycles repeat. You will not feel the same emptiness follow you, because God is doing a new thing, and it starts with this encounter. This is holy ground. This is the place where sorrow turns into strength, where silence becomes clarity, where wandering becomes purpose. And you, beloved child of God, are standing right in the middle of it. Let the voice of God be louder than the noise of the world right now. Let His presence be your anchor. Let His promises hold your heart. You don't need all the answers. You just need the presence. And it is here. It is with you. It is in the room. Jesus is not just reaching toward you. He is already with you. He is sitting beside you, listening to your thoughts, holding your fears, and reminding you that you have never been alone. You will rise from this. You will look back and see this moment as the one where the light broke through the cracks, where peace entered your chaos, where clarity started to form in the middle of your confusion. You will remember this as the turning point, because Jesus did not come to whisper comfort and leave. He came to lift you into purpose. He came to crown you with hope. He came to restore what hell tried to steal. He is saying, stay with Him. Don't rush this. Don't walk away too soon. There's more. There's still more to receive. Keep listening. Keep letting the Spirit move through your heart. This is not just words. This is the love of God reaching your soul. And He's not done speaking. Not yet. Not until everything in you begins to believe again. This is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. The Lord is still speaking, and He is still moving. Jesus is still reaching for you. And every second you stay connected to this word is a second that heaven is pouring something into your life that will not return empty. God says this is very serious, not to frighten you, but to awaken you. You are standing at the edge of something holy, and He does not want you to walk past it. He does not want your pain to keep you distant. He does not want your fears to silence your faith. He does not want your shame to speak louder than His grace. Right now, Jesus is trying to reach the parts of your heart that you've shut down, the parts that have gone quiet because of disappointment, hurt, and waiting. He knows how long you've been holding things together. He knows how deeply you've been yearning for something real, something lasting, something greater than the struggle that has tried to define your life. There is a quiet but powerful move of God happening within you even as you hear this. It may not be loud, it may not be dramatic, but it is real. The presence of the Lord is settling over you like warmth in the cold, like stillness in the chaos. You may not have realized how dry your spirit had become until now, but living water is starting to flow again. Hope is rising again. You are not here by accident. You are not hearing this by chance. This is God's love showing up in the middle of your ordinary moment to tell you that something eternal is beginning. If this word is reaching your heart, comment 333 to declare your faith in what God is about to complete in your life. There's been so much noise around you, so many voices trying to pull your attention, your energy, your peace. But in this moment, God is silencing every voice that does not come from Him. He is clearing the room of your heart. He is making space again for Himself, because Jesus is not just trying to visit, He wants to dwell. He wants to take up residence in your heart in a way that no circumstance can shake. He wants you to stop running, stop hiding, stop trying to fix yourself before coming to Him. He just wants your surrender. He just wants your heart. This is very serious because the enemy has been trying to wear you down. He's been trying to confuse you, isolate you, distract you. He's been whispering lies when no one else is around. He's been sowing doubt in moments of weakness. But God is cutting through all of that now. He is speaking life over you. He is reminding you who you are. You are not what you've been through. You are not what you feel. You are not the failure your mind keeps replaying. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are chosen. You are seen. You are beloved by God. Even when everything around you felt like it was falling apart, even when you didn't feel strong, even when you questioned everything you believed, God never stopped calling your name. Heaven never looked away. The Spirit never left your side. And now, in this very moment, everything is aligning to bring you back into the fullness of what you were made for. This is serious because it is about your soul. It is about eternity. It is about the purpose on your life that is too big to be buried under disappointment. There is healing happening even now, as you listen. Not the kind of healing that always shows up in a moment, but the deep kind, the soul kind, the kind that stays. Jesus is touching the places that no one else can reach. The kind of healing that restores identity. The kind of healing that breaks generational weight. The kind of healing that silences shame and speaks blessing in its place. You have been marked by heaven. You have been targeted by grace. God did not forget the prayers you prayed in desperation. He did not forget the tears you cried when no one else saw. He did not ignore the battles you fought alone. Every word, every tear, every cry was seen, heard, and collected. And now, in His timing, He is answering in ways you never expected. Not always by changing what is around you, but by transforming what is within you. The secret ritual they never wanted public is finally out. A 7-second brain technique, backed by leaked CIA data and 4 neuroscience labs, is helping families erase debt and attract money on autopilot. But this miracle won't stay public long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone forever. Jesus is still reaching, still calling, still standing with open arms. You do not need to fix your life to come to Him. You just need to open your heart. You do not need to explain your pain to Him. He already knows. You do not need to try and be strong for Him. He is strong for you. What He wants is your surrender, your yes, your willingness to trust Him again, even when you don't understand everything, especially then. You are loved far deeper than your mistakes. You are covered far greater than your fears. You are held far tighter than your doubt can loosen. God's hand is on your life, and He will not remove it. He will not abandon you. He will not stop working, even when you feel like giving up. There is a reason you're still standing. There is a reason you're still breathing. There is a reason you're still here. And that reason is Jesus. He is not just part of your story. He is the author of it, and He is not finished writing. Every chapter of pain, every season of silence, every valley you walked through alone, none of it will be wasted. All of it will be redeemed. All of it will be used. And all of it will make sense in the light of eternity. You will see. You will understand. But for now, trust. Trust the one who knows the end from the beginning. Trust the one who chose you for this moment, this encounter, this awakening. This is serious because God is not playing games with your heart. He wants all of you, not pieces, not parts. He wants to fill you completely. He wants to guide you into joy again. He wants to restore peace that stays even when life is hard. He wants to bring you into the kind of strength that does not come from yourself, but from the Spirit inside you. Let His presence be your answer. Let His love be your anchor. Let His word be your foundation. This is not the end of your story. This is not where you give up. This is where you begin to rise, not because of your strength, but because the hand of God is lifting you. He is doing it now. Even if you can't see it, your spirit knows. He is moving. Heaven heard every word, and Jesus is still reaching toward you, still fighting for your heart, still calling your name in love. This is serious, because the Spirit of the living God is doing something in your life that cannot be undone, and He is asking you to remain open, to remain still, and to let Him carry you through what you cannot carry alone. There are things shifting in the Spirit right now that you may not be able to explain, but your heart feels them. You've felt the stirring in your soul, that sense that something is changing even if nothing looks different yet. And that's because God is working in the unseen. He is setting things in motion that you have prayed for, cried for, hoped for in silence. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are exactly where He needs you to be, and He is meeting you in this moment with a presence that heals, restores, and renews everything the enemy tried to steal from you. If you're holding on to this word with faith, comment 555 to agree with what heaven is releasing over your life right now. God knows the weight you've been under. He sees the way you've kept going when everything inside you felt like quitting. You've been through valleys that no one else knew about, but He did. And in those places where you felt alone, you were not. The presence of God never left your side. Even when it was quiet, even when it felt like your prayers were hitting a wall, He was there. He was storing your tears, holding your heart, preparing a way forward, even when the path seemed completely blocked. Jesus is not just reaching for your attention, He is reaching to restore what was broken. He is not trying to get you to perform or prove anything. He is calling you back into closeness, because when you're near to Him, fear loses its grip, shame begins to fall away, hope becomes steady again. You do not need to figure out how to fix everything. You only need to let Him in, fully, completely, without fear of rejection, without fear of not being enough. This is very serious because your heart is precious to God. He is not indifferent to your pain. He is not silent about your struggle. He is deeply involved, more than you realize. His hands have been holding your world together even when it felt like it was falling apart. And now He is moving you from survival to stability, from confusion to clarity, from isolation to intimacy. And He is doing it gently, patiently, faithfully. You are not forgotten. That ache in your heart to be seen, to be loved, to be understood, it was put there by the one who longs to fill it. You were made for relationship with God, not religion. You were created for connection, not perfection. He delights in you, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are His child, His beloved, His own. And no mistake, no failure, no distance can erase that truth. Jesus is reaching you right now to remind you that you were made for more than just going through the motions. You were created to carry His presence, to live with power, to walk with peace, and to stand firm in a world that constantly tries to pull you away from what matters most. The battles you've been fighting are not just natural, they are spiritual. But greater is the Spirit of God within you than anything that rises against you. You are not fighting alone. Heaven is backing you. Angels have been assigned to your life. The hand of God is covering you. What you are walking through is not the end of your story. It is a chapter. And every chapter where you felt broken will become part of a testimony where you'll be restored. God is a redeemer. That is who He is. He turns ashes into beauty. He takes what was meant for harm and uses it for good. He lifts what was bowed down. He heals what was torn apart. And what He is doing in you now is laying a foundation that will not be shaken. Is this leaked CIA ritual the missing key to your financial breakthrough? A once hidden brain ritual is spreading fast. This strange 7-second method, confirmed by elite neuroscience labs, activates your brain's wealth magnet. The government may shut this down, If you're seeing this, you are God's chosen child. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. You may not feel strong right now, and that's okay. You don't have to be strong when you are held by a mighty God. Your weakness is not a limitation to Him. It is an invitation for His power to rest on you. And that power is moving even now. It's filling the places where you've run out of strength. It's lifting the weight that has been crushing your joy. It's speaking peace into every storm around you. You will rise, not because of your might, but because of His mercy. Let your heart open again. Let the walls fall down. Let grace find you again, like it always has. You don't need to hide. You don't need to pretend. God already sees everything. And still, He says you are loved. Still, He says you are chosen. Still, He says you are mine. This is serious because the door is open right now. Grace is flowing. Mercy is here. But there is a time to respond. And that time is now. The next 30 minutes are holy. They are marked by the Spirit. And if you stay, if you lean in, if you allow your heart to be still, you will experience something that cannot be explained by human words. The presence of God will meet you in a way that changes you from the inside out. You are not just hearing this, you are being called. There is a reason this found you today. God has something to show you, something to speak over your life that will silence every lie, every fear, every whisper of defeat. You were made for this moment. You were made for more. And heaven is holding nothing back. So stay. Let the presence of Jesus keep pulling you in. Let it flood your mind, your heart, your soul. There's more coming. There's more to receive. And what's ahead will make sense of everything behind. You've been through the fire, but you won't come out smelling like smoke. You've walked through the wilderness, but you will not leave empty. God has been with you the entire time, and now He is bringing you into the place He prepared. But a peace that comes from knowing you are fully held, fully known, and fully loved by the one who holds the universe and still calls you by name. Jesus is not distant. He is not watching from far away. He is here, and His voice is still calling softly but clearly to your heart. This is not a passing feeling. This is a divine moment that has been written in heaven for you. The reason God says this is very serious is because your heart is at the center of a spiritual battle, and He refuses to let the noise of this world drown out His voice. He is not reaching toward you to scare you, but to save you from drifting any further. You were never meant to live in a state of constant worry, emptiness, or striving. You were created for relationship with your Creator. And Jesus is trying to reach you because He sees how much you've been trying to carry alone. You've made it through things that should have broken you. You've smiled through pain, kept quiet through storms, and stood when everything in you wanted to fall. And God saw every single moment. He saw the nights you cried yourself to sleep and the mornings you woke up trying to convince yourself to keep going. He saw the moments no one else noticed, and He never turned away. Now He's saying, "Let me carry what's too heavy for you. Let me fight the battles that are exhausting your soul. Let me be your refuge." If you feel God's presence speaking to you, comment 1212 to receive the fullness of what He's pouring into your life. There is something sacred unfolding even now, something that cannot be measured by what you see around you, but can only be felt deep within. That is the Spirit of God gently awakening your soul again. You've gone through dry seasons, maybe even doubted if you'd ever feel that closeness again, but here it is, the soft whisper of grace, the calm strength of His presence, the reassurance that even when you were distant, He never moved away from you. Jesus is reaching into the places of your heart that still feel fragile. The wounds you don't talk about, the dreams you buried, the fears you carry quietly. He is not avoiding those places. He is moving toward them with healing in his hands. He doesn't need you to be perfect. He just wants you to be honest. Because in your honesty, he can pour out his mercy. In your weakness, he can release his strength. The seriousness of this moment is not about fear. It's about timing. It's about how God has positioned this very moment in your life as a turning point. There are things you've prayed for that are on the edge of release. There are breakthroughs that are closer than you think. But they require your heart to be open. They require your spirit to stay in alignment with Him. God does not force you, but He deeply longs for you to receive all that He's prepared. And this moment is an invitation, one that won't always remain open in the same way. He is calling you now because the time is right. You are chosen, not by people, not by opinion, but by the Creator of all things. And when God chooses someone, He doesn't look for perfection. He looks for surrender. He looks for someone willing to say, "God, I don't know everything, but I trust you." That is the heart He responds to. That is the faith He honors. That is the kind of spirit that sees miracles, breakthrough, and peace that surpasses understanding. Don't let the past keep whispering lies to you. You are not what happened to you. You are not the mistakes you've made. You are not the labels others have spoken over you. You are a child of God, washed, redeemed, and deeply loved. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from that love. The enemy has tried to wear you down, to make you forget who you are. But the Holy Spirit is reminding you right now that you belong to the King of Kings. And when you belong to Him, no storm can drown you, no battle can defeat you, and no darkness can extinguish your light. What if 7 seconds is all it takes to flip your financial fate? A shocking CIA leak just exposed a hidden brain ritual, helping ordinary people erase debt and pull in massive wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning struggle into luxury fast. But this page could be erased any moment. Click the link in the first comment now before it's gone forever. You've been walking through some things that no one understands. Even the people close to you haven't seen the full weight of what you've been carrying. But God has, and this is the moment where He says, "I'm not letting you carry this anymore. You've been faithful. You've stayed quiet when you could have lashed out. You've stayed kind when you could have grown cold. You've kept believing even when the answers didn't come quickly. And now God is stepping in. There is something divine about this exact time. That's why He said, this will happen in the next 30 minutes. Because what you are receiving is more than encouragement. It is alignment. It is a spiritual reset. It is a redirection of your focus, a reminder of what matters most, and a release of burdens you were never meant to carry. Don't walk away too soon. Don't miss what He is still unfolding in this very moment. He's healing the places in your heart that have been numb. He's restoring joy that you thought was gone. He's bringing back a sense of purpose that felt buried under discouragement. You may have forgotten how to dream, how to believe, how to expect good things again, but He hasn't. And He is awakening those things inside you now. This is the beginning of a new walk with Him. A walk that doesn't require performance, but requires presence. A walk where you learn to rest in His love instead of striving for approval. A walk where you understand that the same power that raised Jesus from the grave is now working inside of you. And if that power lives in you, then nothing can stand against you. Not fear, not sickness, not loneliness, not lack, not depression. Nothing. Jesus is near, and He's not leaving. He's anchoring your heart in something that cannot be shaken. Not a feeling, but a foundation. Not a temporary fix, but a permanent change. You may not feel like you have the strength to keep going, but He does. You may not see how things will turn around, but He already sees the ending, and it is good. It is filled with redemption, healing, restoration, and glory. Let His Spirit settle on you now. Let it cover your mind, still your thoughts, calm your fears. You don't have to rush. You don't have to do anything to earn this moment. Just receive, just breathe, just let Him hold you where you are. This is what grace feels like. This is what love sounds like. This is what it means to be chosen. You were never meant to do life without Him. And now, Jesus is walking into every room of your heart, every story, every failure, every victory, and reminding you that He was always there, always waiting, always loving, always ready. Jesus is still reaching for you, and heaven is still aligned over your life in a way that few will ever understand. This is holy ground, and you are not here as a visitor. You are here because you belong in this moment. You were chosen to see this. No one else, just you. This is serious, because there's a shift taking place in your spirit. A quiet but powerful change is being made deep inside of you, and it's not emotional hype, it's spiritual reality. Something you've carried for too long is beginning to break. Something that held you back is starting to lose its grip. You may not even realize how heavy the burden was until it begins to lift. That's what the presence of God does. He doesn't always shake the earth around you. Sometimes He simply settles the storm inside of you until everything begins to change from within. If your spirit is receiving this in faith, comment 777 to seal this moment in your heart and let God know you're saying yes to His presence. You've been in places where you felt like no one could reach you, where no words could truly comfort you. You've faced days where the ache was deeper than anything you could explain. You've smiled for others while silently feeling like you were sinking. But God never looked away, not for a second. And what He is doing now is wrapping His arms around the parts of you that even you tried to ignore. Jesus is trying to reach those pieces of your soul that have been covered in silence, not to expose them, but to free them. There are places in your heart that have learned to live with pain like it was normal, and God is saying, no more. Not because you've done something to earn relief, but because His mercy has decided to meet you here. You don't have to keep managing the brokenness. You don't have to pretend you're okay when you're not. You just have to let go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing what you were never meant to carry so that God can do what only He can do. You've been praying, but He's heard even the prayers you didn't speak, the ones you thought were too messy, too confusing, too hard to explain. He understood every tear. He translated every silence. And now He is responding. You are not just being comforted, you are being restored. This moment is a divine appointment that was written into your life before you were even born. The reason it feels so different is because it is. The Spirit of God is not visiting you, He is resting on you. You are being saturated in something pure, something sacred, something real. Let it happen. Let it fill the spaces that felt so dry. Let it awaken the faith that was almost gone. This is very serious because this is where things begin to change forever. This is not temporary. This is not surface level. This is deep-rooted, eternal transformation, the kind that marks you, the kind that alters how you see everything. And all God is asking is that you remain in this space with Him, that you do not rush past it, that you do not tune Him out, that you stay still long enough for your heart to be completely softened again. People are asking why money is suddenly flowing into random lives. A leaked CIA discovery reveals a 7-second brain ritual that quietly rewires your mind for wealth. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, people are wiping out debt and stepping into luxury with ease. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You've been trying to be strong for too long, but the truth is, God is not asking you to be strong. He's asking you to be surrendered. He's asking you to stop relying on your own strength and lean fully on His. Because His strength never runs out. His love never fails. And His plan for you is still unfolding, even when you don't feel worthy of it. You never had to earn it. You only had to receive it. There's more for you. So much more. God is not finished writing your story. He is not done speaking into your future. You have not missed your moment. You have not failed beyond redemption. You have not lost what He placed inside of you. Everything that was meant to destroy you will be used to deliver you. Every dark season will become a testimony of light. Every closed door will lead to something better, something higher, something holy. Do not underestimate what is happening in your life right now. You may feel quiet on the outside, but in the spirit, there is a sound of breakthrough. Chains are breaking. Old patterns are losing their grip. Strongholds are crumbling. And peace is rushing in like a river, not because you made it happen, but because you stayed, because you listened, because your spirit said yes when everything around you told you to walk away. Jesus is still reaching, still speaking, still waiting for every part of your heart to say, "Here I am, Lord." That simple prayer is enough to open the gates of heaven over your life. That humble surrender is what invites miracles. You don't need to fix yourself. You just need to offer yourself, as you are, right now, fully open, fully honest, fully surrendered. God is not finished with you. He is just getting started. You are stepping into a new atmosphere, a place where grace leads, where fear no longer controls you, where peace becomes the foundation of your every step. This is not just a season of recovery, it's a season of rising. You are being lifted into everything the enemy said you'd never experience. You are stepping into purpose that was preserved for this exact moment in time. The hand of God is still on you. The Spirit of God is still in you. The heart of God is still for you. And nothing that comes against you will ever succeed, because you are covered, you are chosen, you are favored, you are marked with divine protection. When God says this is serious, it means your life is not random. Your journey is not meaningless. You are moving through sacred territory, and heaven is surrounding you. So stay here a little longer. Breathe in the truth that you are safe, that you are seen, that you are not forgotten. Let His voice be louder than your fear. Let His promises quiet your questions. Let His love hold you together where everything once felt like it was falling apart. There is still more coming, still more to receive, still more to uncover. You haven't seen the end of this story yet, and when you do, you will understand why you had to go through what you did. For now, trust. Let God be God. Let Jesus carry you. Every beat of your heart is held in His hands. This is not just comfort, it's a holy encounter. And the reason this is so serious is because eternity is brushing up against your present moment. Something divine is touching what has been broken, weary, and tired, and it will never be the same again. What you're feeling isn't imagination. It's not just inspiration. It's God. It's the breath of Jesus whispering into the parts of you that have waited too long for peace. It's the healing oil of His love being poured over your past. This is what happens when heaven breaks in. Everything that once felt too far, too dark, too heavy, starts to melt under the warmth of His mercy. You don't have to explain how you got here. You don't have to defend the seasons you walked through. He knows. And He still says, "I'm not done with you. I'm just beginning." If this word is reaching deep into your soul, comment 999 to agree with the new beginning God is releasing over your life right now. There are moments in life that don't just pass, they mark us. This is one of those moments. You may not even realize it yet, but something has already shifted. God has been speaking while your mind has been listening. His Spirit has been moving even as your heart was unsure how to respond. And now, you're beginning to understand that this is not like any other time. This is divine. This is sacred. This is Jesus reaching into your life to realign you, to refocus you, and to pull you into what has been waiting for you all along. You have not missed your time. Even if years feel wasted, even if seasons felt lost, nothing in the hands of God is ever wasted. He gathers every moment, every heartbreak, every misstep, and He weaves it into a tapestry of grace so beautiful it could only be made by the one who sees beginning and end. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to know the plan. You just have to keep letting Him hold your heart through every step. Because when Jesus holds something, it never stays broken. This is serious, because what's ahead of you cannot be approached with the same mindset you had in the past. God is preparing something new, something fresh, and it requires your heart to stay tender, your spirit to stay open, and your faith to stay rooted in Him. No more living in survival mode. No more dragging the weight of yesterday into tomorrow. It's time to step into the now. It's time to live like someone who has been chosen, not forgotten, protected, not forsaken, lifted, not abandoned. Why is everyone rushing to this 7-second brain ritual? Leaked CIA files exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the door to wealth fast. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, it's turning financial stress into abundance almost overnight. But this secret won't stay public for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it's deleted forever. Jesus is not watching your life from a distance. He is walking with you. He is near, closer than your breath, closer than your fears, closer than the lies that tried to take you down. And with every step, He is whispering, "You are mine. You are not alone. You are still called. You are still loved." You may feel tired from the battles you've fought. You may feel like you've been carrying too much for too long. But now is the time to let those burdens fall at His feet. This is not weakness. This is worship. To surrender is to trust. To release is to believe that He can do what you cannot. And the truth is, He can. He will. He's already doing it. He's lifting the shame. He's breaking the patterns. He's interrupting the cycles that kept you trapped. He's opening doors that no man can shut. He's making a way where there was none. And all He asks is that you stay with Him, that you remain in the stillness, that you allow Him to finish what He started in you. This is the Jesus who sits with you in your brokenness and speaks peace. The Jesus who calms storms with a word. The Jesus who weeps when you weep, who fights when you cannot, who sings over you in the night. He has not changed. He is not waiting for you to earn His affection. He is pouring it out freely because that's who He is. That's how much you matter to Him. You may feel ordinary, but you were chosen. You may feel tired, but you are covered. You may feel unseen, but heaven sees you clearly. Angels know your name. The Spirit intercedes for you with groanings too deep for words. The Father sings over you. You are surrounded by a love that will never run out. And right now, He is placing a new strength in you. Not the kind that comes from effort, but the kind that comes from knowing you're not alone. You will not move forward in fear. You will move forward with confidence in the God who carries you. You will not live reacting to the past. You will walk in purpose, in vision, in grace. Every promise He made to you still stands. Every dream He placed in you is still alive. You may have stopped believing, but he never stopped building. You may have walked away in moments of pain, but he never walked away from you. He followed, he waited, he whispered, and now he's calling you back, not into religion, but into relationship, not into duty, but into delight. God is restoring things you forgot were yours, your peace, your joy, your clarity, your wonder. All of it is coming back, and not just as it was, but stronger, deeper, more grounded. You will not return to old ways. You will not fall back into confusion. The light is brighter now. The voice is clearer. The foundation is stronger. You've been brought to this moment for a reason, and that reason is not small. It is sacred. God doesn't move this deeply unless He's preparing to do something powerful. And what He's preparing in you will touch more than just your life. It will pour into those around you. It will shift the atmosphere of your home. It will change the tone of your thoughts. It will bring renewal to generations after you. So breathe deep, let it in. This is not just a break from the noise. This is an encounter with the one who created you, the one who knows you fully and loves you anyway, the one who is not intimidated by your past, your mistakes, or your doubt. He is bigger than all of it, and He's not backing away. He's staying, He's pouring, He's filling you until the empty places are full again. Stay present, stay open, stay grounded in what your spirit knows is real. This is not emotional noise. This is a holy invitation. No matter what your thoughts have been telling you, no matter what your emotions have been shouting, no matter what others have said, God's plan for your life is still alive. What He spoke over you, what He began in you, what He has been nurturing in the hidden places of your heart is still in motion. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible to heaven. Jesus is still reaching for you, still drawing you close, still saying, "You were chosen for this." That's why this moment feels so sacred. That's why your heart can't walk away from these words. Because this is real, and it's meant for you. The reason God is saying this is very serious is not to overwhelm you, but to wake you. There's a holy urgency resting on your life, because what He's doing in you is not small. It's not surface level. It's a divine rebuilding of who you are from the inside out. You've been through the fire. You've walked through dark seasons. You've had your faith tested in silence, but through it all, He's been shaping something unshakable inside of you. Something the world didn't give you and cannot take away. This is the moment He's calling you to walk in it. Not later, not when things feel easier. Now. If this word is speaking to what you've been carrying, comment 1010 as a sign of faith in what God is bringing to completion in your life. There's been a battle over your life, not just in the natural, but in the unseen. The enemy has been fighting your identity, your voice, your mind, your heart. He's tried to wear you down with fear, distract you with noise, convince you that you're too broken to be used. But here's what heaven is declaring right now. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. You are not overlooked. You are being rebuilt by the hand of God Himself. And what He builds, no enemy can tear down. Jesus is reaching for you, not because you've done everything right, but because His love has never changed. You could have walked away 1,000 times, but His love never loosened its grip. You could have fallen, failed, doubted, or drifted, and still, He kept chasing you down, not with judgment, but with mercy, not with punishment, but with purpose. That is the kind of love you're wrapped in right now. A love that never runs out. A love that stays. Is this the same CIA brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, People are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. This is serious because too much has been at stake for too long. The enemy saw your calling before you ever did. That's why the attacks came early. That's why the struggle has been heavy. That's why you've often felt targeted without even understanding why. It's because of what you carry. It's because of who you are in the Spirit. It's because of the light that's been inside you even when you couldn't see it. But now God is shining that light again. He's bringing to the surface what was buried under pain. He's pulling the gold out of the ashes. He's restoring the parts of you that you thought were lost forever. And He's doing it with tenderness. He's not rushing you. He's not scolding you. He's just holding you until you realize you're safe again. You are safe here, in His presence, in His plan, in His promise. You are not falling apart. You are being rebuilt with stronger foundations. You are not running out. You are being filled with something new. There is a quiet strength rising up in you right now. Not the kind that comes from trying harder, but the kind that comes from knowing you're not alone. Let yourself receive that. Let yourself believe again. You don't have to protect your heart from God. He's not here to hurt you. He's here to heal you. He's not ashamed of your journey. He's proud of your persistence. He's proud of the way you kept showing up even when you didn't feel Him near. And now He's saying, I never left. I was holding you all along. This is not just another inspirational moment. This is a spiritual turning point. This is where your story begins to bend in a new direction. This is where the things that once bound you begin to fall. This is where the chains that others couldn't see begin to shatter. You don't have to carry the weight anymore. You don't have to pretend you're okay. Jesus is reaching into the exact place where the pain lives, and He is replacing it with peace. He's bringing clarity where there was confusion. He's restoring joy where there was sorrow. He's placing hope where there was only numbness. He's filling the space that was once filled with fear, and He's doing it because you were created for more than just making it through. You were created for fullness, for abundance, for freedom. And it begins here. The peace that surpasses understanding, it's real, and it's yours. The strength to endure every storm, it's here, and it's rising. The promise of a future filled with purpose, it's not just for others, it's for you. You don't have to earn it, you just have to receive it. Let your heart breathe again, let it open without fear. Let the presence of God do what only it can. There's no pressure here, just presence. There's no performance here, just peace. You are being carried, and the one carrying you will not let you fall. You are being drawn into a place of rest, not laziness, not avoidance, but real spiritual rest. The kind where you stop striving and start trusting. The kind where you stop fixing and start flowing with His grace. You've done enough fighting. You've done enough overthinking. Now it's time to let God do the lifting. He's not just helping you recover. He's restoring you to your original design. The you that was full of faith. The you that was brave with hope. The you that believed mountains could move. That version of you is still here, still alive, and God is breathing life into that again. There's still more. Still deeper. Still sweeter. He's not done speaking, He's not done healing, and He's not done pouring. You've received so much, but this is just the beginning.